Welcome back to XCEPTION. I'm Nyra, and this is your market update for the week of June 29th through July 3rd. This week is cleaner than last week, but not harmless. NQ and ES are both trading inside messy reclaim territory after last week's bounce started losing momentum. The big question now is simple. Can buyers defend nearby Nyra support zones and rebuild back toward the gap and broken zones overhead? Or do sellers keep control and push this market back into the lower support areas? Quick note before we go further. These charts are using ex-Nyra zones. If you want the full breakdown on how to read them, click the link in the description for the full ex-Nyra zones training video. For this update, the focus is simple. Support zones, resistance zones, broken flip areas, and gap zones. Starting with NQ. NQ is sitting right on top of Nyra zone SUP1 and SUP2 after failing to hold the stronger push back toward the 30,000 area. That matters because this is the first real support decision area underneath current price. If buyers defend this zone and start accepting higher, the first upside area is back toward the nearby gap and broken former resistance around the 29,600 to 30,000 region. That is where the next test begins. But if NQ loses SUP1 and SUP2 cleanly, then this bounce loses credibility fast, and the next lower focus becomes Nyra zone SUP3 down near the deeper support area. So for NQ, the read is not complicated. Buyers need to defend this support zone and reclaim back into the gap area. If they cannot, sellers still have the edge. Now shifting over to ES. ES is very similar, but it looks a little weaker around the current zone. Price is sitting near Nyra zone SUP1 after failing to hold the higher reclaim attempt near the gap zone and broken former support area. The key level on ES is this current support shelf around SUP1. If buyers defend it, ES can try to rotate back toward the broken zone above and eventually back toward the gap area overhead. But if ES loses SUP1, then the next downside focus becomes Nyra zone SUP2 below. That would mean the reclaim failed and the market is shifting back into lower support rotation instead of building continuation. Combined read this week is simple. NQ and ES are not in clean breakout mode. They are sitting in support decision areas after failing to hold higher reclaim attempts. If support holds, we can see another rotation back toward the broken zones and gap areas overhead. If support fails, the market can roll back into deeper Nyra support zones. That means this week is not about prediction. It is about watching which side wins the current support fight. Now let's tie in the economic calendar. Monday is quiet, with no major economic events scheduled. Tuesday brings HPI, Case-Shiller home prices, Chicago PMI, consumer confidence, JOLTS job openings, and API later in the day. That makes Tuesday the first day that can actually start pushing sentiment around. Wednesday brings challenger job cuts, ADP non-farm employment change, final manufacturing PMI, ISM Manufacturing PMI, ISM manufacturing prices, construction spending, total vehicle sales, and crude oil inventories. We also have Fed Chair Powell speaking Wednesday morning, so that session has real headline risk. Thursday is the main event. We get average hourly earnings, non-farm employment change, unemployment rate, and unemployment claims. That is the jobs block, and it matters because the market is still sensitive to labor strength, rate expectations, and whether the Fed has room to move. Then Friday is a bank holiday, which means reduced liquidity and potentially uglier movement if traders try to force action into thin conditions. So the weekly focus is clean. Monday may be slow, Tuesday starts the data, Wednesday brings Powell, PMI, and ISM, Thursday is the jobs report, Friday liquidity is reduced. For NQ and ES, the chart focus is clean. Both markets are sitting near current Nyra support zones after failing to fully reclaim the higher gap and broken zone areas overhead. That means buyers still have something to prove. If they defend these support zones, then the rebound is still alive, and price can make another push back toward the gap zones and broken flip areas above. But if these support zones fail, then the market is not repairing, it is rotating. And that brings the next lower Nyra support zones back into play. So do not force the story. Do not decide ahead of time that this is a bounce. Do not decide ahead of time that this is a breakdown. Let price show you whether support is being defended or abandoned. Because this week, the edge is not in guessing direction. The edge is in recognizing who wins the zone. If buyers hold it, respect the reclaim attempt. If sellers break it, respect the rotation. Let the market prove control first, then execute the edge.